Welcome to this video intro for Unit 7, in which we're going to be talking about contact with other cultures, both individual, personal encounters that might happen when you're at home or abroad, and more largely encounters involving actually moving to another country, experiencing another culture in that way, by being surrounded by it. And one of the things in that context that we're going to be talking about is conflict, and we're going to be talking about how that happens and what the different kinds of cultural aspects of cultural conflict are, and different conflict resolution styles. In that context, we're also going to be talking about face negotiation, saving face, with this concept of face, giving respect to the other person, being sure that the other person maintains his or her dignity in the encounter. So we're going to be talking about encounters on a personal level, but we're also going to be talking about what happens when you go abroad. And I suspect that a number of you have had that experience, gone abroad on a study abroad, summer study abroad, short-term study abroad, or on a mission trip, or maybe even gone to study abroad for a semester or longer. If you haven't had that experience, I would urge you to do so. I've gone on a number of those language study programs, so they're available in the summer throughout the world. And it can be a real great experience. It's even better if you can go for a longer period of time. When that happens, you typically will be undergoing some stress initially in getting used to living in a different culture. This is known as acculturation. Adapting to the norms and values and behaviors that are different in that particular country. And that can go smoothly, that can go easily, or typically there can be some problems. And you can experience culture shock. That is to say, experiencing frustration and depression. Sometimes there are even physical symptoms, headaches and nausea associated with problems adapting to a different culture. Typically, this happens to most people, but it's also the case that if you stick it out and you try to adapt to the different culture, you work on learning the language, learning the customs, get familiar with how things work, that after a certain period of time you're going to be able to adjust and adapt to that culture. So we're going to be talking about culture shock and how that works.